Welcome to episode number 13 of Saturday Behind the Bar. I am Robert Chappelle. This is Alvaro Ramirez, and that is Dan DeRosa. This is brought to you by Coleman's Hot Sauce. You can find them at colemanspepperfarm.com. Find it on our link there. It'll be colemanspepperfarm.com. Got a lot to get into this week. We're going to start our NCAA tournament stuff here. Like in a couple weeks ago, I think, was it 2 more weeks before the end of the season?
2 or 3, yeah, because March Madness Selection Sunday is the 15th.
Yeah, so I think it's like, 2-3 more games to go before we start getting into...
We're on the road to the Final Four.
On the road to the Final Four. We watched some games this week, man. There's some really good games going on right now. We're missing the Michigan Duke game.
It's on right now.
It's on right now, but we're missing it. I think Michigan is going to win this game. They're definitely the number one in my mind. I don't know about you, but
I still like Duke. Even if they lose, I still like Duke in the tournament.
I just think that Michigan front court is huge. You have 3 guys, 250. Yeah, no, I'm just
literally.
They're huge. They're massive.
Robbie checked them out. They're huge.
They're massive. They're huge.
They're not speed skaters at all.
No, that's right. By the way, we're watching Olympics, and I'll tell you something. Like, I could bet on that thing all day. You just have to look for a guy with a little going on down there. It seems like if they have a moose knuckle, they're winning. So, all right, going back into the NCAA basketball. This week had some interesting games. Connecticut lost to Creighton. That was a huge upset. You had, Connecticut losing to a team that's, 15 and 11 this year? Creighton's not a good team. Well, and they just got
smoked. It looks like UConn's struggling on the road.
UConn is struggling in general. And, my thing is Dan Hurley, he should have took the money with LA. He's making 8.3 with UConn. What was it? The Lakers offered him 11.4. I think Hurley should have taken that money there. And again, it's more of a, I don't know, safe job, I guess, with UConn.
Yeah.
I would have taken that contract with LA and with that team.
But money-wise, yes. But it's like you got to realize you got to deal with the.
You got to deal with LeBron. You got to deal with the national spotlight. Because LA's
not
always
just LeBron. Going to the NBA, you deal with a lot of personalities.
Well, I'm just saying.
Then you got the load managers. Blah 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 blah. 82 game schedule. Not like college. Not even close to that.
Yeah, but it's so with his 8.4 with 8.3 with UConn. I think his base salary is like 1.4 million. His base salary, and everything else is based on
performance.
Yeah, not performance, but
gotta hit certain things.
Speaking engagements and all this other bullshit that he does. Yeah. So and again, it's like your base salary is 1.4, and then everything else that you get in that contract is all the other stuff. Where if you went to the NBA, you're 11.4. That's what your salary is. There's no base. That's your base salary, and then you can make everything else on. Whatnot.
Sometimes I know money is the root of all evil, but it's sometimes the money's not that. He's comfortable at UConn. He's got a good secure job over there.
You
go to the Lakers and he's going to get scrutinized, blah blah blah. Or he doesn't get along with LeBron, or blah blah blah. And then he's dealing with that. Then he gets fired from it. He can go back to UConn.
You still get 11 out of that deal.
Oh yeah, I know.
And again, he'd get his full salary. So they offered him 5 years at 11.4. Fuck it, I'll take that.
I will take the money.
Yeah,
all day, every day.
I know you. Yeah, so would I.
I don't know. I don't know if you have met me before.
Yeah, we know you love your money. If I was there, I would have stayed with UConn.
And I get it. But I said there's a lot more to go into it with him at UConn than it would be the NBA when it comes to engagements and everything else. It's like you just focus on the one team. You're in LA, so again, there's opportunity to make other money anywhere else in LA. Yeah.
But you're also in the limelight for every decision.
And you have to deal with you have to deal with those stars on the team. You have to deal with Luka, and you have to deal with LeBron. I think Luka's obviously more of an easier player to deal with than LeBron would be, but you have other players. You have Austin Reeves, who's I think is going to be a great player down the road.
Yeah.
He's a great player now, but I think down the road, I think Austin Reeves is definitely going to be a top 10 player in the NBA. Outside of his shooting, everything else that he does, he's a very good player. Going back to college, Rhodey beat fucking St. Louis this week. St. Louis, man, they have not beat a ranked team all year, and then they lose to Rhode Island. They're ranked 18 in the country now. They played VCU today. VCU was the toughest test of the season, I think, but I mean, VCU was like 21-6, but they're not the VCU of like 3 or 4 years ago when they're in the tournament. It's a different team.
Yeah.
St. Louis definitely is a good team when it comes to
St. Louis in the Atlantic time.
I don't know.
Conference. Because Rhode Island is, VCU is, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if St. Louis is in that conference now or where.
There was a conference game, so they have to be.
So they must be Atlantic.
They must be, but man, fucking St. Louis just doesn't look like a top 18 team. Like watching, yes, they came back. They were down at halftime against VCU, the game I was watching, and they came back and won. But it was their shooting. Like that shooting is not always going to be there. Those 3-point shots, everything they were doing is not always going to be there. And when they lost that game to Rhodey, I was watching that. I was like, holy shit. Like it just did not look like a good team. It just did not look like a top ranked team playing against Rhode Island. And like we talked about Robbie Avila. Man, I think him going to St. Louis really hurt him getting drafted in the NBA. I think if he stayed with Indiana State, you might have a different view than me. But I feel like if he stayed at Indiana State, again, he's not a first round draft pick by any means. But he would have been drafted in the NBA. He would have been drafted in like at least the second round. He would have been. He would have. And I understand the NIL brought him to St. Louis, and he's making that extra money.
Yeah, but I think it was a lateral movement for him. And like either way, if Indiana State or St. Louis, I don't see him being a draft pick. He's probably one of those ones that get into the G League or might play internationally.
But it's just something that he would have been drafted. He would have been. I don't think he's going to get drafted now. I see Robbie Avila not even like. He's going to be non-drafted. He might catch on with the team possibly.
Yeah. But in case anybody doesn't know who you're talking about, that's the kid that they were comparing to Larry Bird because he played for Indiana State. They called him Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
White guy that can play center.
White guy that plays center, and But just in case nobody knows his name, because a lot of people don't know his name.
And again, I thought when he was in Indiana a couple years ago, like I thought he had the path to be at least drafted into the NBA. I don't think he's that player now, by any means. Like his points are down.
So we doing research?
Research and also seeing what the score is right now for the game.
Okay.
What's the score right now, bud?
It is Michigan 28, Duke 27.
Yeah, that's about right.
It's gonna stay like that.
Right.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a close game. Like you said, Michigan, they have such a big front court. It's gonna be tough. Like when you face a team in the NCAA tournament, if you're not shooting threes, if they're able to play perimeter defense at all, they're gonna shut down a lot of teams because you're not getting inside against those guys. That in college, if you're 250 in college, that is a big front court.
Yeah,
it is tough to get inside there.
And Michigan's always had some big boys there too.
But I just feel like this is the team for Michigan this year.
It's like
if they beat Duke, for me personally, I think this is it. This is they're the number ones by far.
I mean, and they probably go in as the number one, but doesn't.
Yeah, I know, I get it.
I mean, this is one of the years, and I think it happened kind of last year too. With this, is a lot of upsets throughout the year. There's not that clear cut number one that's like one loss on the season or 2 losses or no losses. I think besides Miami, Ohio, which they're not playing competition.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago, we talked about Arizona being the
they were undefeated too,
and then they lost 2 in a row. One to Kansas and someone else, but they lost 2 in a row. Like they were the clear cut number one. Yeah. They weren't going down, and now they're the number 4. I mean, they won again today against a tough team, but they 2 weeks ago were the clear cut. They were definitely the number 1 team in the country.
Like there's a lot of changes, and it did happen last year too. A lot of changes in the top 5. Like it was up and down here and there. You don't have that clear cut one that's dominant this year. So you go into now, you go into the March Madness, and your top 4 could be. Possibly, don't know. I mean, you will know by the time it ends. But I'm saying it's like right now you got Michigan is going to be probably one of the top 4.
Yep.
Looks like Arizona will be one of the top 4. Probably Duke's going to be one of the top 4. Who's that last 4th team?
Well, Duke might be if they lose to Michigan today. I mean, I know Duke's ranked 4 in the country or whatever they are.
They're 3 right now.
Yeah, I see them dropping a couple
drop
spots.
them out of the top 4. Lose to a number 1 team.
Number 2 right now.
Yeah. I see them dropping a few spots there.
So if Duke beats Michigan, Michigan drops out of the top 4 too. I mean, really, you think they drop out of the top 4? I think they both stay up there.
Yes, they definitely stay up there.
Because Arizona, because now you just got Houston. There was number 2 just lost, so they drop out.
Yeah, but I'm saying out of the
Who you bring up?
Out of the 4 number 1s.
Yeah.
You know, I think they'll drop out of that if they're not.
I mean, there's going to be a clear somebody that's going to come up and take one of those top 4 spots too. I mean, Houston was number 2. They just lost to 4. Yeah. So right now you had 1 versus 3, 2 versus 4 today, which is crazy. You don't see that often.
You don't at all.
So you got 2 versus 4, 4 just beat 2, and then if 1 beats or 3 beats 1, that's a whole. Almost those teams all stay there unless you got 5, 6, and 7 that had a big win and they jumped them. I don't see that happen.
I see Miami too as another team that
Miami just lost.
Gonna be scary. Well,
they just lost to.
I know they lost, but as another team, I think it's going to be scary going into the tournament. It's because of how big they are and how their outside shooters are. They had a bad game today. They had a really bad game today.
He likes the big guys.
Really bad game today.
I mean, we know that.
Well, again, outside talking to innuendos, I think in college when you have a big front court, size matters in college. I mean, outside of you girls there in college right now, like I said, size matters in college, especially when you have a big front court. Like there's so many guards. There's so many guards in the college basketball. There's so many guards that can play. Yeah. Every team has like at least one guard that is a star. Every team in the top 25. You can't say there isn't.
Like,
every team in the top 25 has a guard.
College
is a star.
big 3-point shot is the big deal because it's closer than the NBA.
Right, but when you start getting into that, if you can guard the perimeter, it's the interior, and if you have a
get in the paint.
You're right. If you have a solid front court, that's what really differentiates the top teams from the bottom teams. That's what it is.
Yeah. You know. Yeah, that big man in the center makes the difference.
We talked about Miami, like taking a line from Cam Newton, fool's gold. I mean, they're undefeated.
Miami,
but,
Ohio.
Man, it's just Miami, Ohio, man. I don't see.
I think it all depends what
they haven't played anyone.
What spot they put them in the bracket, where they might be that one that's a 5-12.
So say if they finish undefeated. If they finish undefeated, they're going to be a 2 seed in one of the 2 or 3.
I don't think they'll put them in a 2.
Really? I think if they finish undefeated,
they're probably a 5.
I think
believe it or not, I think they'll put them as a 5.
Really?
They're going to put them in a 5 to get set up for a 5-12.
I just think if they finish undefeated, it'll be tough for them not to have
maybe a 4. I don't see them putting them any higher than that because they're in a non-conf. Like they're not in a power conference, and that's what's going to hurt them. Is they could go undefeated.
So
because it happened when way back in the day when Wally Serbiak was in. They were 8 seed. They were almost undefeated.
So
they had
you see them at 5. So you see them as a 20 to 25 seed, 20-24 seed, because that's what it is. You have 4. You have 4. You see them. I see them at least as a top 10 if they finish undefeated.
I don't think so.
I think they're going to be a 2 or 3 seed.
Because you got to look at right now. What are they ranked? Still in the 20-something, undefeated.
Yeah.
They're barely in the top 25.
But
undefeated.
this is the thing: is there's so many teams and so many top teams that have been losing lately.
But these people that do the committee or whatever you want to call it, whatever, they just love these power conferences because they look at it as these power conferences. These guys are beating each other up. Because look at the top 25. You got some that have 8 losses and they're still in the top 25. Well, then you got teams that got 2 losses and not even in the top 25 because they're not power conferences.
There's a team you like, and I've been watching them. St. John's.
Yep.
St. John's, man. I don't see it, man. They are 1-3 against ranked teams.
Yeah.
They're 1-3 against ranked teams, and yes, they're destroying unranked teams. I just don't think that going into the NCAA tournament that they're going to make it that far. They might win, they might get into the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
But I don't see them getting further than that.
No, obviously it depends on who they get in their area, but I look at coaching too, and I mean that guy, he knows his shit.
So again,
Patino knows his shit.
Let's get into the size of the team.
Vast as he is.
I know you're gonna make fun of me, but let's get into the size. They're a very small team.
There we go.
No. Again, we'll joke about it, but they will joke about it. But
I don't have enough size for you. I know.
Yeah. Then I'm a size queen, I guess. Right? Is that what you call it? I don't know. Al, is that what you call it in your part of the world? There is a size queen.
If you're talking about
anyway,
the freaky
you just asked the wrong question to Al. You just had his gears are turning. Where can I go with this?
But again, they're not a team that can score. They're not a team that can score in the interior. They're not an interior scoring team.
But
So
they're a defensive-minded team.
they're a defensive-minded team, but
and they can shoot the three.
They can shoot again. They can shoot, but what happens when instead of you going for 40% behind the 3-point line, you're going 30%?
No, I know you're saying things can
That's
go
any team.
totally wrong,
That's
totally
any-
sideways for any team.
That's any team, but again, they can't rely on
St. Louis against
if their
I mean,
if their 3-point shooting isn't working.
St. John against Michigan, of course I'm going Michigan.
Right, but I'm just saying.
But
Like,
I'm saying like St. John was those teams I think that could make some noise, but I don't see them winning it.
well, no, I'm just saying like you have a team like St. John's where yes, if their perimeter game is not working, their interior game isn't working at all because they don't have an interior game.
Oh, and that can happen to anybody.
That can happen exactly. Well, then let's go to one of my outside favorites there. We'll talk about yours, but mine is Liberty. I think Liberty this year will get into at least win one game in the tournament champion. They'll win at least one game in the tournament. Liberty,
they're gonna be one of those ones that like
they're gonna be one of those ones
high seed that
they're gonna win at least one game. They might be an 11 seed, but I would bet fucking $100 on Liberty in that first round. Whoever they play, I don't give a shit who it is. Liberty in the first round, I will take them $100, and I'll put this on
Liberty versus St. John first round. You watch. I'll
put it on a YouTube channel. I will bet $100 on Liberty, whoever they play in the first round of the NCAA tournament, to win that first game. And I will bet that, and I will put this on our channel because I'm that confident. They are fourth in the nation in 3-point shooting in the nation. They are second in the nation at field goal.
Didn't you just say a 3-point? You missed your 3 points. What happened?
And so again, field goal percentage. They are second in the nation at field goal percentage. So not by 3-point shooting.
Again, who is Liberty playing?
They're second in the nation. Hey,
just so everybody's on the same page, Liberty is number 50 in the rankings.
Right.
In Conference USA.
That's fine. So second in the field goal percentage in the nation, and they don't turn the ball over. They are second in the nation in turnovers because they don't turn the ball over. That is a huge part when it comes to the tournament championship. Is you have a team that doesn't turn the ball over and can't shoot. So again, I'm not taking them to win the fucking thing. Like,
no, I know. I'm not taking St. John's to win.
I'm not taking them, I'm just saying that Liberty. I will bet $100 on whoever they play in that first round, and I'll put on this channel that they're going to win that first round.
What if they get out in the bubble and they don't even get into the tournament?
No, they will be. They're 23-3. They're 23-3 right now.
Okay.
They're too good to not get into
because they're going to have to play that conference tournament.
Even if they play, they're still going to be. Like I said, I think of them as an 11 seed. 11 seed. I'm saying whoever they play, the number 6 seed. It's going to be a 6 seed that play, right? 11 and 6.
6.
Yeah. I still think Liberty is going to win that, and I will put money on it. I don't give a shit. I just looked at them. I watched them. I think that they are good enough to get into the top 32. And I'm not saying to win the goddamn thing. I'm just saying to get in the top 32.
All right.
But, all right. So that's my take on college. What do you got for your surprise team?
I already... St. John's, I think, is probably one that could do something. I don't see them winning it. St. John's, a dark horse. That's kind of another one that's out there. That's nobody really hears anything from that because of Gonzaga. Is St. Clara, Santa Clara.
Yeah.
They're one of those teams that always hang around Gonzaga. Gonzaga always blows them out, whatever, and they always win that West Coast. Santa Clara is in the top 50, I think, right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's one of those teams that they might. Gonzaga not make the tournament this year because of Santa Clara. Imagine that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something you don't see often.
There's a few teams that I've been following recently because of our buddy Madcap that's been sending me bets and stuff. So I'm kind of like looking at some of the lower teams, but it's tough. Like you have a lot of teams that have 20+ wins.
Yeah,
you look at the division
they're in smaller conferences, whatever. But there's some of them that do sneak up on these big teams, like in the lower seeds, and you got the 13s. 13s that beat 14s now. You got some ones that happen. We've had Michigan State lose to a 15 seed one year.
Who lost to the 16 a few years ago? Who the fuck was that?
Arizona.
It was Arizona. Yeah, man. Think about that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like to think about
because you think of these little teams, they already know we're gonna lose. We're gonna go out there and just do everything we can.
Look at the run that St. Peter's went on.
Oh yeah. And there was a Florida Gulf Coast or whatever. they always got that Cinderella, whatever.
A
That's
few years ago, was it George Mason?
George Mason.
George Mason did that run to the Elite Eight. You know,
it's you always get maybe one or two that. It's because they go out there like I'm sure the coaches probably tell them nobody expects us to win. We're not supposed to be here. Mm-hmm. And the ones I usually like to is you have those first play-in games.
Yep.
There's always one out of that. Whether I think they do 10s now or it's 16s, but I think it's 10s. Or 2 10s play each other to get into that last spot, whatever. One of those 10s always seems to make a run because they get the momentum because they beat that. Was North Carolina was one of them.
Yeah, North Carolina.
They were in that playing game. They won again.
Yeah.
Because they play that game early, they get warmed up, they get the momentum, and I feel like they kind of.
The thing with North Carolina is it's North Carolina.
Yes.
So when they did their run, it wasn't shocking. When people saw
it was shocking that they were in the playing game more than anything else.
It was more shocking
because they struggled that year.
Yeah.
But they are still. It's still North Carolina. I get that. But like I said, that was one of the things. If I always had to bet on something, do it right now, like you're saying right now on the YouTube channel. There's always a team that comes out of that play-in games that makes at least 2 rounds more.
Yeah.
At least one of them, and it's usually the 10s. One of the 10s do it because the 16s don't do it. But somebody out of that 10 game, there's 2 10 games that play-ins. And they always, and that's what I did last year. I had North Carolina going further because they had them winning that one and then going down, and they did.
Yeah.
It happened with VCU one year.
VCU
made a run coming out of that 10th. They actually they made it to Sweet 16 coming out of that, which is crazy.
I think they made it further than that. I think they made it.
Whatever it was, but I mean that's a hell of a run coming out into the play-in game and then continuing off. Yeah. That's crazy.
All right, so we'll get off college basketball right now. The fucking snowstorm that's coming Sunday. Yeah. I am fucking sick of snow, and we get another 16 to 20 inches here in our area. So
that changed.
Was it changed now?
Yeah,
it's 16 to 24, but
the last report that we got, it was 18 to 24.
God damn, man.
I hope they're wrong.
I fucking hate it.
I mean, it's gonna change.
I hate it here.
It's gonna
keep changing.
I'm never leaving.
Hopefully that
I'm never leaving. But
storm takes a U-turn and goes going that way.
You saw that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Jay Silly there, 66 there. You can find him on his YouTube channel there. He's great, man. He's funny as hell. I've sent a couple things to him back and forth there.
Hey, speaking of guys, local guys, man. YouTube, you ever see the guy comes up on my page, whatever, Nobody Cares, Anthony? You ever seen him?
Yeah, I've seen him.
He's in Boston. He's local.
Yeah. Well,
he's got some funny content.
So the guy Jimmy, that Jay Silly 66 there, man. He's a local guy. I'm pretty sure I went to school with him at some point.
Oh yeah,
he's around my age, but he's fucking hilarious, man. I love following his stuff there. Again, I might tag him in this, man, because I want to say man, you are definitely it sucks that you're not any popular than you are right now. He's definitely a funny guy.
Well, he got a niche kind of thing going on. It's for us,
It is for us. And again, so I'm gonna talk about another Steve Sweeney. I don't know if you know who he is. He's another Boston comedian, but he's a Boston comedian. Like Jay Silly there or Jimmy there. His reach is Route 44 to Route 24. That's his reach. That's his big audience, Steve Sweeney, he's the Boston guy. All of his jokes are mainly a Boston thing. But Jimmy there, his reach is Route 44 to Route 24. We think it's hilarious, but again, someone saying fucking New York or Pennsylvania might not find it funny. But we find it hilarious. It's so when he talks, I'm like, God damn it, that's me. That's us. That shit that he talks about, that is fucking this area.
I feel it in my heart.
Yeah, exactly. When he says, I fucking hate it here, I'm never leaving though. I'm like, I feel that. I lived in New York for a couple years and I fucking hated it there, but I love it here compared to that. I just can't. I just can't. So yeah, the snowstorm again, it's gonna affect you guys big time.
Yeah.
At the post office there. What do you guys do extra? I know you just hit me, but what do you guys do extra?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Anything extra you guys have to worry about at the post office, or just?
Nope.
Nope.
Nothing really.
That explains why our mail's always fucked up anyway, because these guys say, we don't do anything extra.
No, there's nothing. I mean, you gotta fight the elements. I mean, what do they say? deliver rain,
Well,
sleet, snow. You got to deliver.
Well, these guys don't deliver neither. So
no, we don't deliver.
They'll talk shit about the carriers, but these guys work inside the place. So.
I got to stick up for the carriers. What are you talking about?
Never talk shit about the guys.
Jesus. I wouldn't talk. They're the ones that got to be out there doing that shit.
Yeah, those motherfuckers are the shit.
They're crazy for doing that shit. No thanks. That's that.
Yeah. So we just watched some stuff on TV there. Javonte Williams got re-signed by the Cowboys. I don't know if that was a good move for the Cowboys.
Well, I mean, football right now. Obviously, football's 365 days a year now.
Yeah.
Everybody's always talking about football, but I mean, until like the free agency starts and stuff like that.
That's the thing. Is like I feel like if they just waited.
Basketball season.
Listen, I don't give a fuck. I know this is
bad.
I'm just saying, like,
and racing.
We're gonna talk about that in a minute. I just feel like the Cowboys waited. They might have been able to get like a better running back or a better deal
for them. I think that's good for them because he did well. He
did well, but he's not.
He's a good back.
He's not a top tier back.
But I mean, they're probably thinking there was really nothing else out there.
Yeah, probably.
Probably nothing really good coming out of the draft, and they just felt like we know what we got. Let's keep him.
We got Rashad White is out there, right? He's a good back, isn't he? Fuck Tampa Bay, by the way. So, all right. So we'll get into. Al just talked about racing. The Daytona 500 was last week. Dan actually watched it. Mm-hmm. It was a good race. Tyler Reddick won. It was a fucking crazy finish.
It was just a pretty crazy race. I mean, accidents and stuff, and you don't look for the accidents. But some of it was just like crazy. To see people the cars actually get through it, and then some of them spin out. And then
Reddick was definitely a surprise. He was slated to be in the top 10, but not to win it. So Reddick winning that race was huge. He had a teammate, Riley Herbst, that pushed him towards the end there. I mean, there was some controversy with Keselowski saying that, he caused the wreck, but Keselowski's a bitch, if you know who he is. Keselowski's always fucking complaining.
Calling him out.
Always fucking complaining. Yes, Keselowski, great racer, but he's always fucking complaining. And Keselowski will talk all this shit, but if you remember, I don't know if any NASCAR fans out there, a few years ago, when he put fucking Carl Edwards into the fucking stands, basically, thank God the catch fence was there. Fucking Carl Edwards, Carl went right up into the catch fence. And Carl Edwards paid him back at Pocono. Fucking flipped Keselowski upside down in that race there. But Keselowski is just a fucking bitch. Always fucking complaining about something.
Bitch.
But he won't back it up either. There was Kevin Harvick confronted him one day, and that motherfucker cowered. He doesn't want any smoke. He doesn't want any smoke.
He folded like wet garbage.
He folded, man. Like, you get this guy here, he'll talk all this shit, but if you get in his face, he fucking folds like a bitch. But it was a great race, man. It was very interesting. Unfortunately, the guys that I had Stenhouse finish second. I had Chase Elliott finish fourth. We had Kyle Busch at one point finish 10th, and then my other two guys, Nemechek and who else? Austin Dillon, man, made a stupid move. Chase Briscoe got spun out towards the pits, and fucking Austin Dillon went towards the pits and ran right into him. I don't know if you saw that at all, but yeah. But it was a good race. This week they're in Atlanta. Atlanta has a new configuration now where it's more pack racing. So it's going to be more of like a Daytona style race than it was years ago. So any NASCAR fan knows, 5-10 years ago, that race was more spread out. Where, yes, there might be a close ending, but you're racing between 1 and 4 cars for the final. Now you're going to have 10 cars that have a chance to win towards the end. It's more pack racing. It's more exciting.
That's cool.
I think it's going to be a great race. My picks are Kyle Larson or Carson Hocevar.
Really? Halftime?
What do we at? Halftime? So we're going to check out the score of the game?
Yeah, both halftime. Tied up 33.
What was it?
33.
Tied up
at 33 in Michigan and Duke. I still got Michigan though, but going back to the NASCAR race, definitely it's going to be a close finish, but you're going to have 10 cars. That's the thing with NASCAR is you get into the super speedways, like Daytona, Talladega, you have between 1 and 30 cars that have a chance to win. You get a race in like Atlanta, Michigan, etc. You're gonna have between 1 and 15 cars that are gonna win. Most of the time, you can look at the starting lineup. You're like, okay, there's about 8 cars that have a chance to win. That's why I like these type of races.
Yeah.
These pack races, these super speedways, where there's more opportunity for guys that are not up front to have a chance to win. I was talking with Al's brother about that.
Yeah.
He kind of agreed with me on one of the races in this. He didn't know we were talking about betting, but he agreed with one of the guys that were going to finish there, Carson Hocevar. He's getting close. He's a great racer. He causes a lot of wrecks, though, which doesn't make him popular. But he definitely will be there towards the end.
Not to go back on the basketball, but they've very updated already.
Yep.
They've dropped Arizona to 4. Oh no! It went back.
This is the Associated Press
Go back to the
rankings.
other,
So
go back to the
which
other
one? Which one?
Because they just changed it.
The men's basketball rank.
Yeah. So it put it dropped Houston down to 8 after losing to Arizona, and they brought Illinois up to 4.
Well,
I didn't realize Gonzaga is actually 5. They're actually better than I thought. I thought Santa Clara had them.
This is the problem with it. Like Ray said, with those that there's only a few teams right now that are definitely.
But it's also got Michigan 1 and 2, which that's not right now. Anyways, Michigan they got Duke at 3, so that might be a different thing. But yeah.
So you got several different rankings.
Yes, you want
Yes.
I think it's the Associated Press. That's the correct. Yeah, because it hasn't changed yet. Houston's 2, Duke's 3, Arizona 4, UConn 5.
But that only goes to 7 here on this.
Okay, yeah.
So I mean that's pretty much all I have going into today's podcast. I don't know if you guys want to bring anything else into it.
Obviously. I mean, we have to talk about because you put the short out there. USA Hockey.
USA Hockey, man.
I mean,
fucking
you got
that
gold medal tomorrow.
Oh man,
8:00.
I was watching that game. I texted Dan. This team is fucking looking phenomenal. There, like their forwards are playing. Never mind, like Austin Matthews, who is Captain America, has been playing like shit in these Olympics there. But you got Brody, you got Jack Hughes, you have Jack Eichel,
Jersey Devil.
but you have these guys that are playing. Quinn Hughes.
Hughes.
Is he
Thompson. I forget his first name.
Does he play with the Devils too? Both brothers?
No. He plays with Dallas, I believe. But then you have Thompson. I forget his first name. You have these guys playing unbelievable and going into a game against Canada now for the gold medal.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be a great game. I'm not saying the USA is gonna win because it's Canada.
The Kachuk brothers.
Yeah, that's the thing I say. I'm not saying USA is gonna win, but this is the best team that they've ever put out for the Olympics. Ever put out for the Olympics. Since professionals could play in the Olympics.
What's the goalie there? Hellebuck's standing on his head. That dude's been playing really good.
Yeah, Swayman had that bad game.
Hellebuck's he's crazy. You ever actually see him? Like, he's just a maniac. Yeah. Like, he's just something's wrong with him mentally.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Like, really,
the USA team. The USA team is.
That's the guy you want to bring in a bar with him. He's gonna fight everybody.
The USA team is very aggressive. They play very well. They're passing well too. That's the thing. Is like you watch them. It's very, very crisp passing. It's not like they're taking long shots and missing. Like they're taking long shots and hitting. Like the passing is very crisp out there.
They're playing well together for a team
very,
coming
very
together.
well. And it's going to be
Larkin, JT
Larkin,
Miller,
Dylan Larkin too. He's
McAvoy is doing pretty well. And the difference is looking into the 4 nations they did last time.
Yeah.
The U.S. went in there short-handed against Canada. Mm-hmm. Now Canada might be going to short-handed because they not have Crosby. Crosby's hurt. They're gonna have both Kachuk brothers because one was out last time. We didn't have McAvoy. McAvoy got hurt too. He didn't play in that game.
McAvoy played in the last game.
Did he play in that the 4 Nations game?
Well, no, the last game.
No. I'm talking about against Canada. Because last time they played Canada was that 4 Nations that they lost to them in overtime. When actually U.S. was short-handed. Kachuk was hurt. I know which one. It was Brady. I can't remember which one it was. But one of them got hurt. He got out of the game. They didn't have McAvoy because McAvoy got hurt the game before. Yep. And then this USA team is looking a whole lot better than Canada is right now. Canada struggled. These last 2 games they struggled. They almost lost to against Pasternak and the Czechs. Yeah. Whatever. They almost lost that game.
The thing is, it's still Canada.
I know it's still Canada. It's going to be one of those games they're going to get up for.
Canada's going to be short-handed, but they're still the favorites going into this gold medal game.
Of course they are.
And they're going to show up.
Of course they got to show up. This is the game. USA, Canada.
Like I said, this is the best USA team since they allowed pros to play that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like this team, like from their first line to their fourth line, is solid. This is solid.
This is the time USA finally gets Canada.
I hope so.
I really do.
I mean, you got the women's team that just won the gold medal.
Because even their the USA killer has been Bennington.
Yeah.
That goalie for Canada has always been a USA killer. He's always freaking, for some reason they can't score on him. This is going to be a fine time to get to his ass.
USA scores. When they score, it's fast.
Yeah.
This is not like, they're scoring one goal here. When they score in bunches.
I felt like their toughest competition, which they could have lost to, was Sweden. Sweden had a lot of NHL players in that team. That team was stacked. And I think that team could have beat Canada.
Yeah.
Like this last game, it looked like they were struggling against, was it Czech? No, Slovakia. They actually struggled at first against Slovakia, and then they crushed them.
Yeah, USA.
But
fucking crushed them.
Canada's been struggling in these games. I mean, they all Finland gave them problems.
I say like this: is as long as you win,
Czech gave them problems.
And Canada finds a way to win. Like I said.
I know.
That's the thing. Is like I feel
they're gonna slow the game down. They're gonna make it a 2-1 game. They're gonna, it's not gonna be like a 5-5.
USA's team is just very high powered and they're very fast. Like I said, when they score, it's like
if there's any Olympics they're gonna win, it's gonna be this one.
Yeah.
The girls USA team.
Like I said, the girls already won their gold.
They were unbelievable.
The USA girls team has always been great.
That was it. The goaltender for the women was 99 shots, saved 97 out of 99 shots. Yeah. She gave up 2 goals the whole fucking tournament.
97 out of 99?
Yeah. She saved 97 out of 99 shots.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. She gave up 2 goals the whole tournament. That's insane. I think
USA.
Hellebuck right now is, I think what they say he was, right? He's given up 5 goals out of like 100 and something. Like he's got a pretty good rating too.
The USA is also out shooting their opponents by a fucking ton too.
Yeah, Bennington this has been his worst performance, I think, in the Olympics. I think he's like I think they said on the radio he's like 8.889 something save percentage, which is terrible for Olympics. Mm-hmm. And he's actually been struggling NHL wise too.
Like I said, I'm not gonna say I want to bet the farm on fucking USA, just because it's Canada, and they have always been so tough. It's
gonna be.
I hope for a good game. I hope for a good game, and I hope USA comes out on top. But
what do you think? Kachuk gonna come out and start a fight right off the bat like he did?
I fucking wish, man.
There's 3 fights right off the bat. 4 nations.
I hope so.
I hope they just set the tone.
I want to see the tone set early.
Except for Sam Bennett. I think he's probably the toughest fighter on that team.
I don't care. I want to see the tone set quick, and I want to see
those
USA
soft-ass Canadians.
I just want to see them being. Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
Take it easy,
But I want to see it. I want to see aggression right off the bat. I want to see ready. I want to see them ready to fight right off the bat.
Well, USA is going to be more aggressive, obviously, than Canada. Canada's a finesse team. They're more finesse,
I wouldn't go that far, man.
They're not much.
Some bad boys in Canada.
There are some, but they're not much fighters. At USA is more.
Yeah, there's some bad boys in Canada.
Just in general, the 2 Kachuk brothers are ready to throw down with anybody. One of the Kachuk guys was ready to fight his own teammate in NHL.
It's because their father was bipolar.
Huh?
It's because their father was bipolar. Keith Kachuk was a fucking menace.
I was even a Miller fight. And I think McAvoy fought last.
Yeah, McAvoy's not a fighter.
He's not a fighter, but he did it. I know he's done it. But Hellebuck will fight the goalie.
We had our first preseason game too with baseball.
Oh, geez.
Baseball's back.
Yeah,
Baseball's back. We had the Red Sox playing some fucking college team. I forgot what it was.
Oh, Northwestern.
They crushed them.
Oh, of course. It's a college team. They should crush the college team. They lose a college team. They played the Twins today.
No, yeah, there was about 10 or 12 years ago, they lost to one of the college teams.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot what it was.
That's
I thought it was BC. It might have been BC. They used to play BC every year as the first college game.
I don't. Stuff had it on upstairs today, and I'm like, I saw like the talking to the pitcher on the mound for the Twins. I'm like, how come he's the only one who doesn't have a last name? Does that mean he's not making the team? They're like, don't even bother putting his name on the jersey, kid. You ain't gonna make it. Everybody had a name on the jersey except for that one. I'm like, oh, that's a bad sign.
Well, going into the season, like you had Yoshida, like he had the first extra base hit of the season, the preseason. They got to figure out something. They have to either trade Yoshida, trade Duran, trade Abreu. They need to get someone out of that rotation in outfield.
Duran's got to go.
Yoshida's got to go. Duran you'll get the most out of for like trade value. You'll get the most out of Duran. Yoshida, I just don't see him as he's not better than the Duran outfield. He's a consistent hitter, but he's not better than Duran. So you got to figure out what you got to do there. You got to trade one of them. You got to trade one of them. Abreu, he's young. He's a good power hitter.
I like the Contreras pickup. Huh? I like the Contreras pickup.
Yeah, I like Contreras pickup too. I think it's going to be great for
He can play. He can catch and he can play first.
And then again, that's where you get Connor Wong. Connor Wong now, I feel like he's dispensable now. We're going to get rid of Connor Wong. We have Navarez as our number one catcher. They'll have some minor leaguer coming up. Yeah. Wong is now dispensable. They can kind of like say, okay, thanks for everything you did for us, but we're done with you.
Yeah, he wasn't a good bat.
Yeah. And again, it's I don't know what you got to do with Casas. Is Casas only going to hit?
He's another one that should be gone too.
I don't want to give up on him yet.
I like Casas.
I know you don't, but I just feel like Casas can hit 20 plus home runs. He's going to be there. I feel like Casas is good.
Casas
is good enough. I'm not saying it's great. You know what Casas reminds me of is Brian Dahlback.
Casas reminds me of a trash can sitting outside right now.
Casas reminds me of Brian Dahlback.
Wow.
I don't think he's good at all.
I think he's good enough.
They, when he played, they had a big old tag on him. He was the next best Red Sox player. He played on Team USA and blah 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 blah. Dude, come on, he's like,
he's been hurt.
I'm gonna break my nail. Oh, don't catch the ball. He sucks.
Oh, so he sounds just like you.
Yeah.
See, I know he sucks as I suck, so that's you know.
It takes one to know.
I couldn't do it. He's like me. I can't do it. He can't do it either.
My tummy hurts. Stuff.
Yeah. We gonna bring this up again? Really?
Don't be talking trash about my man Casas.
Casas sucks. Anyways.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if you know anything about Cincinnati. I didn't even watch any of those games.
Oh, Francona said this is the year.
Francona, man. Listen, Francona's a great manager. He's a great manager. He's going to be a Hall of Fame manager eventually. He's going to be, those championships he won with the Red Sox, those two there. He brought Cleveland to, the fucking, was it the ALCS?
We got Ñaño Suarez back again.
Listen.
His old ass coming right back. To
Suarez might hit you 40 this year.
Oh, he should. He's definitely a home run hitter.
Yeah.
Is he slowed down third base? Yeah.
I wouldn't put him at third. Like, again, you have, now that the NL has a DH.
Yeah, he's your DH.
He's your DH. He's not going to be your third base.
Because we have Key Brian Hayes for third. That's why they picked up Suarez and said, hey, we wanted you to be a DH because we have Key Brian Hayes.
Man, Brian Hayes, man.
He's a gold glover, but he can't hit.
Brian Hayes was slated to be like the next guy. When he was at Pittsburgh, he was like the guy. He was like the top 10 pick. He was the guy.
His defense is unbelievable. What his bat is terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Everybody can be a Ohtani,
Nobody can be Ohtani.
Fuck Ohtani.
Nobody's gonna be Ohtani. At some point, somebody will be better than Ohtani.
Well, that's what we talked about. It's like, I feel like the league cycles every 20 years. Like what you see now from Ohtani, 20 years from now might be the norm.
Yeah.
The league just cycles itself every 20 years with the greatest players. Mm-hmm. Like you go back 20 years, Ken Griffey Jr. was one of the top players. Well, now he might be just another guy.
Yeah.
Again, I just feel like the league cycles every 20 years with players. if a guy's great now, that just means that he's going to be a mid-range player in 20 years. Where are we at, Al, for time?
I think we're at 44.
We're pretty good.
44 minutes. All right, let's talk about the fucking snow again. I'm fucking sick of it. Fucking sick of it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Ugh, hate it.
Yeah. What you guys doing this weekend?
What I do this weekend, I have some.
I mean, besides doing this, what you guys doing tomorrow? Let's put it that way.
Well, tomorrow I'm
praying for no snow.
My wife wants to.
It's not gonna get answered.
My wife wants to go out with the kids. Last day of vacation. Well, they'll have another couple days now because the fucking snow.
But they're gonna get stuck in the house though.
But Mallory wants to go with the kids, do something. Maybe go. We have gift cards for fucking a couple places around, so we might do that. We're not sure yet. If not, we're just gonna chill in, have a movie night with the kids, rent something on Amazon Prime. I think there's the Bad Guys 2, not Bad Guys, Zootopia 2. Zootopia 2 is out on Prime. We might rent that with the kids and have a movie night. But outside of that, not much, man. We've been trying to get our house ready and straighten out. Mallory and her sister have been painting Johnny's room. My sister-in-law moved out 2 months ago now, and Johnny's room hasn't got fully redone yet. So Mallory bought all this fucking flooring last week. $600 worth of flooring, by the way, folks, that Mallory bought. So they're gonna be redoing the floors up there. They're painting today. I'm not doing it. I love my wife, I love my kids, but that's fucking your job. I don't do any of that shit. Especially if it doesn't need to be done. I would have just put fucking carpets down. And I would have said, fuck it. I never painted anything when I was a kid. Yeah. Were you able to paint anything as a kid? Your room?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
So, outside
Not because I wanted to.
Well, no. So
because I was told to.
Really? Outside of living with my grandparents, I lived in about 14 different apartments as a kid. We moved all the fucking time. So I never had a chance to fucking claim a room and paint it. And, I said to my wife, I was like, did you ever get to paint your fucking room as a kid? Because I never did. So, now you want, Johnny wants these colors, that colors. Fuck them.
I was never asked an opinion of what color, when to do it. I was like, your room is going to get painted. There you go.
No. I would have just left it white. That's what's up there was white. That's what you get, kid.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was from white to a beige or something. It's
and the room that Johnny has now, it has skylights. There's 2 skylights up there, and it's deal with that.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's what it is, buddy. But no, my wife wants to make sure my kids have everything that they don't deserve.
They do deserve it. They deserve it all.
No.
What about you, Dan? What you got?
I'm gonna watch. Hopefully, get up in time to watch. No, don't watch that shit. I have a wife. Gonna watch the hockey game. Hopefully, I get up early enough to watch the hockey game. I'm gonna watch the USA game at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Both the girls are working tomorrow, so it's just me and Dylan. So I don't know.
Boys' night.
So
boys' day.
It's actually day. Boys' day. I don't know if I get bored enough. Maybe I'll get on the Twitch tomorrow. Maybe
follow Dan on
stream
Twitch
a little bit. Maybe I don't know. We'll see.
What is your Twitch channel?
Kid Postal
5.
5?
Kid Postal 5.
Kid Postal 5. Follow Dan on Twitch there.
Basketball usually, a little football, sports, some.
He's usually wearing a bikini and there's post there, so watch it.
No shirt, all hanging out.
Just pasties.
Just a hat.
Just a hat and pasties.
Just the way I like it. Yeah. And that is all for us, folks. That's it. That's a wrap.
All right.
Well, make sure
subscribe, and give this guy some love. Yeah. This is good.
You want some hot sauce? Make sure you go on the website, order some hot sauce.
Coleman'sPepperFarm.com. Coleman'sPepperFarm.com. We'll share it in the link there. Yep. Thanks for watching, folks. This has been episode 13, 12? I can't remember. Anyway, whatever episode this has been, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Again, Coleman'sPepperFarm.com. Like our shorts that we've been putting up lately. And our bets there. We have our buddy there, Madcap, that's been sending us picks.
Yep.
Love you, but it's not the greatest picks that you've been sending us. So,
follow the picks. Make sure you go get some hot sauce.
Yeah.
We're hoping to get. He's going to give us some of his new stuff eventually, so we'll probably taste test it on the podcast once we get it. Give you guys an honest opinion on it. And again, like, subscribe. We do this for fun. Join the fun.
This shit's not planned out.
Not at all.
No.
We get the 50 subscribers. We can do this live. It'll probably be more fun for everybody. More fun for us. We don't have to do this recording stuff. We can just do it live.
Shoot the shit.
Shoot the shit.
Hang out. Talk to people that want to come in and talk to us, and just spitball it, basically.
And fuck the snow.
Yes.
Fuck the snow. I'm sick of it. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on Saturday Behind the Bar podcast. This is Al Ramirez. That's Dan DeRosa. DeRosa, right? Yeah.
DeRosa.
DeRosa, yeah.
DeRosa.
And I'm Rob Spell. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, folks.